Hi, my name is Henning Wiekost. I'm standing here in Stanley at the Hong Kong Sea School. The Hong Kong Sea School is a special location for dragon boaters, but not only, also for other paddle sports like outrigger, and I guess for other matters of seafarer too. Next to me is Bill Hutchison, the principal of the Sea School. He will tell us a little bit what is the Sea School about. First question, how long does the school exist?
The school started in 1946. We're in our 61st year, and for the 61 years we've been in operation, there have been some things that the school has maintained as its core mission. The first is we have a strong link with sea activities in general. Second, we have a strong link with vocational pursuits so that boys get jobs when they leave the school. And the third thing, of course, is that we provide an educational service, boarding education for boys from predominantly low-income families.
So this school is more of a private matter, or is it government owned?
A bit of both. For the basic, nowadays, for the basic educational provisions, it is the money comes from government. So money for what we do in the classrooms, for our teachers, all comes from government. About 2/3 of the money that we need to run the boarding house also comes from the government. But for everything else we do, we have to raise funds privately for those.
So, and you have many plans to do something on top of that to add to the community?
Yeah, well yes. The school's annual contribution or links with the Stanley Dragon Boat Championships is just one example of that. What we try to do is give our boys, and it's only a boys' school, give our boys a chance to succeed in some area of life so that they are able to go out of school and get jobs in a wide range of industries. We try to give them something positive that they can take away from the school. Now, for most of them, in fact almost all of them, academic achievement is very, very difficult to get. But at the same time, 99% of them, we get jobs for those boys on graduation. So while they may not have academic certificates and university graduation and those sorts of things, they do have discipline, they do have basic training here, they do have vocational training, and these are the things that, for entry-level occupations, that most companies want.
For example, can you educate somebody to become a captain of a big vessel?
Yes, that's actually what the school did from about the 1950s through to the mid-1980s. Can our boys still get jobs in the maritime industry? Certainly.
So, and there are students' fees they have to pay, or is it for free?
The main fee that is involved with being a member of the Hong Kong Sea School involves the boarding. And what happens is government made a decision about 5 years ago not to subsidise all our boarders. They only subsidise 199 boarding places, and we have 270 boarders. So we need that amount of money, the government subsidy for the extra 70, to be made up from private funds.
Now, getting away from the official school matters, but what I can see also during the weekend, I see a lot of people training on dragon boating. I see outriggers lying around once in a while. I see them paddling. So is it also that private people can come here and ask for, can we use your boat, can we paddle?
What we can do is we can hire the school premises for organisations and groups in the community that want to use the school premises, and then that money in one way or another goes into helping the boys.
The education is, now I want to come more to dragon boating.
Yep.
You have your own teams that are competing in the races. I can see the Sea School offering a great help to the Stanley Internationals.
We hope so. We have a program here which grew out of our old vocational program where we train boys to go to sea. and we call it Maritime Studies. And it has different areas. One is lifeguarding, one is swimming and life-saving, but basically the core elements for most of the boys are sailing, windsurfing, canoeing, and in that canoeing area is where Dragon Boat fits. And most of our boys, as you can see today with our inter-house Dragon Boat competition, most of our boys, by the time they get to at least Form 3, have either been in a dragon boat or a canoe or been on the water in some way or other in some sort of competition. We compete at high levels in sailing. We have a team in Singapore at the moment, thanks to sponsorship from the sponsoring body of the school. We compete in high level in canoeing, and normally we come about second to one of the biggest schools every year in the Hong Kong Schools Canoeing Championship. We simply don't have enough people to put on the water. Windsurfing, our boys compete in the local windsurfing circuit, and while that may look like fun and games to most people who are watching, and the same happens for dragon boating, what we do is for all of these sports, by the time they get to Form 5, the boys have coaching experience, so they're able to develop a career, if they wish to, coaching in these sports. So it's not just a case of getting out in the water every day for a couple of hours and letting your hair down and having fun. There is an end point, which is a coaching accreditation qualification. If you go to any dragon boating competition in Hong Kong these days, and there are local teams involved, most of the local teams, you'll find some of our old boys as part of the team. We had just competing the other day here, we had the Hong Kong Sea School Old Boys team competing, and that included boys from Kayak International, a very strong local team. It also had boys from South Eagle, fishermen-based teams, etc. So, yeah, we provide a sort of a training ground.
For any serious dragon boater in Hong Kong who wants to keep up the culture, who wants to keep up the quality or even increase it, it would be definitely the right way of helping you raising the funds to increase your programs. Do I see that correct?
Yeah. The school is in need simply because we're an unusual school. These things are what we call our special characteristics, and we don't get government funding for these sports and for the activities. Not only just the sports and the dragon boating, our work experience program, which costs us money to get boys to and from work, etc., which is a basic requirement of getting them jobs at the end of it. We need we don't get government funding for that. So any support that the school can get in that area will be gratefully accepted and gainfully used.
So, donating to the Hong Kong Sea School certainly is an appropriate measure to support seriously dragon boating in Hong Kong. You will be able to do this via Dragon Boat Net. We will install an online donation button next to the screen. And Bill, I thank you having the time, and I hope this one helps and we can get something moving here in Hong Kong.
I hope so. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.